used to get a lot of these from my granddad. He works at like what do you call, like they do what do they call them? Emafemin. But Emafemin, like people they say Emafemin at the firms. Hold on, where does the term firms originate from? What is a firm? Hold on, firmament. Let's see something. An ancient Near East cosmology. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Firmament is not what I'm looking for. Autocorrect. I thought, hey man, this must know. What is a firm? What is a firm factory? Is it a factory? I want to know what's the full term. Like, where does this thing come from? What is a firm factory? Guys, my Googling is off. Is off. Okay. A firm factory can refer a platform creating, managing. No, 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 no. Why do people call a factory a firm? Why do people call? Is it even a factory? I think it's like a manufacturer. Manufacture a firm. Or is it a South African thing? I feel like it's like a South African thing, like usebenza Emakhishini, usebenza Mafemin. Because Emakhishini is not a place. There's no, you can't say Emakhishini is like this place or like this job. Like there's no job title saying usebenza Emakhishini. And Emakhishini is not even, the craziest part is Emakhishini is what is mostly a suburb. That's what is referred to as a suburb. So when I first heard it, I'm thinking people's mothers are out here being chefs, like professional chefs. Usebenza Emakhishini, like you catering type of thing. I didn't think it would be like being like a housemaid or something. Either way, that's besides the point. So people call a manufacturing business a firm because a firm is a general term for any business or company, and manufacturing businesses are a specific type of business that falls under the broader category. Firm is a less formal way of saying company or organization. Okay, interesting. So, broad term, firm is a general term that can be used to describe business regardless of its specific activity or use. While firm can be used for any business, it's also commonly used to refer to manufacturing businesses because they are a significant part of the overall business landscape. Okay. So we have an idea why people say firm. Okay, that's not a problem. I thought it would be like more like, I thought firm would be like a shortened word for something longer, because when like certain things, what I thought about, there was a podcast and chill episode, right, where Saul was speaking about I think it was the vendor people and how they had a word for gold before before the English word for gold, right? Which is a sign as to that the people had the gold and knew and had knowledge and information of gold before the colonial powers came and introduced this gold, right? So it was a thing of, from what he said, what I took from it was that there's some words that when we analyze in any what is this thing? Local language, that we analyze in any local language, and they kind of show you whether we had this thing before the whites or it's a thing of it was derived from the white word, right? And his thing was Gauta, Golide, it's all derived from gold, right? It's just different ways. And the one I thought of was a car, right? Because a car is busy moto, right? And imoto is a moto, so it's derived from moto, moto. So it's a motor vehicle, right? And it would make sense. You come up to a Zulu person, he's like, hey, yini lento le semavilini, what? Then this person is like, oh, this is a motor vehicle, and the Zulu is like, motor vehicle? No, imoto. You feel it's just the first motor vehicle. You're gonna just call it le imoto or moto. Yabo. So they had to put the E because then it doesn't make sense. So that's how it becomes imoto instead of imoto vehicle. You see, or immortal vehicle. You can't even have vehicle in you have to break it down. E orange, e orange. It's you can't like translate it like that. So it would make sense. Plus, vehicle is such a word that you can just scrape out and we all understand, which shame moto. So either way, no. Listen, guys, listen. So that was my thought of it. Was like, okay, so if imoto, a Zulu word, is derived from motor vehicle, an English word, meaning ukuthi ifirm could be like a similar thing. Like Toluguti, it's like a longer word that's more detailed, but people just take firm because it's the easiest one, But either way, it's just crazy. People who investigate such things and go back in history, they must let us know, man. They must be watching the channel, man. Those are the type of people we need, man. Excuse me, I want to drink tea right now, but I also don't want to drink tea. I don't know. I wanted to go sleep, but now that I've been speaking, the energy, it's back on top. Either way, guys, fascinating things about South Africans, fascinating things about South Africa. Such a beautiful country, even though we have our own problems, our own this and that, but such a beautiful country. Also,